Hi, my name is Jimmy Williams with NFL Draft Diamonds. And here with me today, I have a diamond in the rough. I want you guys to meet. This here is Dabari Hawkins, defensive back out of Tarleton State. Nice to have you today, sir.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you for having me.
Hey, man, I've been wanting to have a Tarleton State guy since the beginning of the year. You guys have put together a fantastic team. This season has been phenomenal for you guys. And of course, want to know more about you and your story. You have a big defensive back and a lot of skills that can be utilized at the next level. So, Bari, go ahead, introduce yourself so we can get going.
Definitely. My name is Dabari Hawkins. I was born and raised in Missouri City, Texas. That's like Southside Houston area. Growing up, I played Little League football, but also as an AAU, I was a basketball player as well. And I went to Stafford High School, graduated there. I actually graduated a semester early, and I enrolled at Louisiana University of Louisiana, Lafayette. That's the Raging Cajuns. I did a season there, but I was actually class of 2020. That was a COVID season. So I ended up leaving there because of basically like just COVID issues, using my red shirt, things like that. And then I ended up at Trinity Valley where I played 2 seasons under Coach Poe. And we did pretty good there. And I've been at Tarleton ever since my last 2 seasons.
Yeah, and you've been rolling since you've been there at Tarleton. So, but Bari, kind of want to talk a little bit more about the early stages of you, and then get to where we are right now. So, you talked about the early stages of you playing ball, also as an AAU guy, playing some basketball. Talk about you as a basketball guy, man, because I mean, I have in my notes two-time all-district power forward there for Stafford High School. So talk to me.
Yes, sir. So actually growing up during AU, I actually used to play shooting guard. So I used to like to shoot the ball and dribble and stuff like that. But I had my growth spurt probably like eighth grade going into freshman year. So when I got to high school, it was like, yeah, we need you to post up on the block. But I never that finesse, that shot, it never left me. So I was able to utilize that in different ways, kind of like a stretch forward. Like I was able to stretch the floor out, things like that.
Cool. So you hit that growth spurt in high school. They're saying, hey, this tall guy, we need to put him out playing some power forward. And currently have you about 6'3.5", 200 pounds, which is really an elite size defensive back. So when we look at you and your experience kind of going back to your high school days, I mean, were you always playing corner? Like, do you have some other positions that you played early on?
Yeah. So I actually started off playing receiver. I was actually a receiver, catching passes, things like that. But I will say a big shout out to Coach Savannah because he did open my eyes to he moved me to free safety one game, just told me I might be able to make a lot of money there, and I just enjoyed the process of tackling people, hitting people, and I fell in love with it. And I ended up going to corner my junior year, and that's when I really started having big production, started working on my craft, things like that. I started taking it a little more serious.
Cool. I really appreciate that, background of yours as a basketball athlete, and then just kind of those early years of, figuring out exactly where you would truly excel at the game of football, and that being in the defensive backfield. So let's talk about you coming out of high school because I mean, you end up there at for the Raging Cajuns for a little bit. I mean, I realized it was obviously a very awkward time, that being 2020, with questions figuring out how in the world we're going to deal with this pandemic and like, getting you started, collegiately. So it didn't really play too much there. And then really got your opportunity to shine there at Trinity, Community College. So let's talk about the JUCO grind because and that's kind of how I put it. Usually, when I talk to guys that have gone through JUCO, is it is truly a grind to try and test your will as to whether or not you truly love the game. So, talk just a little bit about that, hurdle that you had to get over early in your career.
I will say it was definitely a grind, man, for sure. Going out there, really just to change the scenery from being at a Division I program to a junior college, it really opened my eyes. I really thought football was just more so like a leisurely sport. I didn't really take it as serious as I could have, but I do. I just come in seeing guys come in and you know what I'm saying, come in and they'll BS and they wouldn't even, they would go home. They wouldn't be on any team. You know what I'm saying? It kind of just opened my eyes that I had to take the game a little more serious. And I will say, I had a great DB coach, Coach White over there. He really helped me work on my technique, my craft. He played at Georgia Southern, so he was kind of just telling me things that coaches look for, what type of different type of techniques. I didn't even know it was different type of techniques you could play at the time. So he really helped elevate my game.
Well, yeah, I mean, you get to college and you obviously you learn a little bit more about the position, right? I mean, because as
Yeah.
you had mentioned, you were a wide receiver there for a little bit and then shifted to the defensive side of things, and so you're learning how to adjust, of course, as you get to the collegiate level. Thankfully, having a great coach there at Trinity who helped you along. And so you were there, had some success, and then obviously was in a position to make the transition to another school, and that being Tarleton. So, talk through that process of you getting that opportunity to play for Tarleton State.
So really leaving after my final season at the junior college, I had a few Division 1 offers to play at different places, but I was not my grades really wasn't where they needed to be at the time. So Tarleton, I say they came and found me actually like and presented me the opportunity to try and raise my GPA as well as get on the field. As they were doing that, they were telling me how what I'm saying? They're the up and coming program. They had a great DC over there, Coach Nix. He's a great guy, great plan, great scheme, all that. And so I took my visit. I got to see it for what it was. I knew it was 100 times better than junior college. I wasn't trying to go back to my mom's house, man. So yeah, I made that move instantly.
A little bit closer to home too, right?
Yeah, yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, we still in Texas.
Right,
Yes,
right
sir.
on. So, I mean, we're not too far removed actually from Tarleton State actually being a Division II program. I think it was maybe 5 years ago or something. But
Yes,
they
sir.
have really grown and become really one of the premier teams at the FCS level. I mean, currently right now sitting at ranked third overall in the country, which is awesome. Of course, rolling this season these past few years been great. So certainly having the opportunity to go to Tarleton State, certainly huge for you. To be part of this. I don't know. Uh, dare I say like legacy dynasty that's been created right now there at Tarleton. A lot of great things happening. Talk to me a little bit about that defense there and your role that you've established over your time there.
So one thing I will say, like I said earlier, I say our defense, we really is one unit. You know what I'm saying? We have a real high standard for our defense. I think that I mean, let Coach Nix tell it, it's the players that you know what I'm saying, we started the standard, we set the standard, but the coaches around us, they just do a good job of holding us accountable. You know what I'm saying? And we as players, we hold a lot of people accountable as well. Like we got great corners, we got great D linemen, great safeties, and the thing that they preach on the most is that if you know what I'm saying, if you do your job, your player gonna come to you. So when we really work on one accord, it really just help everything come together.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of pieces really just exactly where they need to be there for Tarleton. A lot of great talented players, great defensive line, linebacker doing phenomenal stuff, and then there in the secondary, of course, some playmakers there. Offensively, got probably one of the more underrated quarterbacks in the country. But a lot of great things happening there. I want to talk about you as a defensive back. Certainly a huge guy that could certainly be used in a lot of different ways. And so, how are they using you now? And how do you see yourself maybe transitioning to the pros as a prospect this season?
One thing I'll say they are using me personally like the corners, but I'm the starting corner, so we do get our corners involved in our run fits like a lot more. So we do. Our Coach Nick's our D coordinator, and Coach Sims, my corners coach. He do say that like the one thing you gotta have fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't tackle, you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna be able to play. Like not especially not on Sunday, but not on Saturday either. So it's like I think that they've been doing good, helping me teach my fundamentals, get me in the box, just being more physical, using my length to my advantage, and just using my quickness and my awareness.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of talked on it a little bit. I mean, uh, do you have elite size for your position, which certainly helps. I mean, you can, utilize that length, of course, but a lot of other traits that really help you as a player. Can you talk through a little bit more of that?
Yeah, most definitely. So I feel like that I feel like I could be really physical, you know what I'm saying? That I do like to press, put my hands on people. I have a long wingspan, you know what I'm saying? Big good arm length, good speed. So I feel like I could bump and run with just about anybody. Also, I've been in the box a few times, you know what I'm saying? And maybe open field tackles, phone booth tackles, things like that. I feel like that. I feel like all those things are to my advantage. I also like make plays on the ball. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we getting like cover two looks where we'll squat corner. You know what I'm saying? Just having awareness, being able to see routes, see concepts. Because I'm a big film guy. I watch a lot of film. I try and see what's coming before it happened, so I'm able to play faster.
Yeah, I mean, certainly big, physical, utilizing your length, very effective in press, can really get after a guy and tackle effectively. There's a part of me that feels like some people at the professional level may actually transition you to like, back to a safety that you once were, like in your high school days. What's your feeling along those lines?
I actually don't have any problem with it. Me personally, I'm the type of person I feel like I just want to help the team. So I feel like if the coach wants to put me anywhere, I feel like I can help the team anywhere. I do have great cover skills, great tackling skills. So it's like whatever they need me for, I'm more than open to do it.
Great, great. Well, I mean, certainly right now you're locking things down there at corner. Are you mostly like a field corner or what? Like or you boundary guy?
For the most part, I mostly play to the left. To be honest, I mean, I play field and boundary, whatever clever. To be honest, we have certain calls to certain formations where the corner will be the post safety. You know what I'm saying? So we do kind of do a little bit of it all.
Gotcha. Well, I want to talk a little bit about, some of the success that you've had over these past couple seasons. I actually want to go back to last year, if you don't mind. I mean, again, very solid outing for you guys as a whole. I mean, you end up going 10-4 last year. Getting, obviously in the position where you guys were a threat, at the end of things, of course. And so I want to talk about really what PFF had as like your best outing, and that was your game against West Georgia. So they had you with a rating of over 90 in that game, really killing it in that game. So talk about that because I mean you had a lot of PBUs and an interception in that game.
Yes, sir. So I do remember the week going into that game, West Georgia, we were told that they were a predominantly passing team, and our DC, he's a live and die. He likes man coverage a lot. So I was working on my steps, my you know what I'm saying, my step replays, my inch out, all my techniques coming up into the game, and I remember they were in a twins formation. They ran the flood concept to the boundary, the same thing we seen on film. You know what I'm saying, and it was just one of those things. I felt like I was able to play faster just because I had seen it before. I studied my opponent and I was ready.
Yeah, and again, I just wanted to highlight the fact that this is just one of the games, of course, from last year that you had, just a great outing in. And that is, of course, against these guys when you had that interception and just the rating was just so gaudy high. So, any other moment from last year? I mean, again, you guys did make it to the second round of the playoffs. A lot of great things to be proud of last year. Anything else from last year that you kind of want to talk about?
Yeah, one of my favorite games from last year was our first it was our first playoff game. We played against Drake College. I want to say I did have an interception that game too, but I do just remember my linebacker Bam Smith, man, he set me up great. We was all just running to the ball, pursuing. I think I caught off the tip, but I think I had about two PBUs that game as well too. Just knowing the formations, knowing seeing double slot. They was running the slant concept. I was able to get my hands on the ball, things like that, and we ended up coming out on top.
Cool. Well, certainly solid season last year, but buddy, this year you guys have been rolling. This is, seemingly y'all's year, to really be dominant. Even out the gate, like you guys are doing great things. You actually had an opportunity to face, Army at West Point, which is a huge game. It ended up being an overtime game where you guys had to go out there and compete, and came out the victors in that game. Again, got to be patient with a team that utilizes the run a lot, with them. And so maybe not like all of the stats that you would want in that game, of course, as a defensive back, right? But patient, got the job done during that game. A lot of other games too from this year. You guys throttled Mississippi Valley State. Can you talk through that matchup a little bit?
Oh yeah, yes, sir. You talking about the Army or the Mississippi Valley?
Well, the Mississippi Valley one, because I mean, you
Okay.
had opportunity to have a lot of great
Okay,
plays in that
okay,
one.
most definitely. Mississippi Valley, we kind of knew we were getting ourselves into. Our coaches, they were doing a great job of just telling us to not play down to the level of our opponents because we know that we have a lot of talent. We know on film we were the more talented team, so we just had to go out there and execute. You know what I'm saying? I did have a few chances to make a few plays. I made a few plays like a PBU here, tackle for loss, things like that. But it's just more so just preparation, man. I feel like things that we're doing in practice just getting us ready for the game. So when we go out there, they tell us that practice is supposed to be hard so that the game can be easy on Saturday. And I feel like that's exactly what we've been doing this season.
I mean, certainly not playing down to your opponent. I mean, of course, you guys were certainly favored in that game, but I mean, you approached that game just like you did the one against Army, with the mentality that you can certainly go out there and win the game. And so
Yes, sir.
obviously throttled them. It's kind of an expectation at this point that you guys are going to end up putting up 50 points, and being dominant. So, um, uh, any other game that you want to talk about this year, man? I mean, that you were a part of. I mean, talk to me.
So yeah, one of my favorite games really was Southern Utah. We just played them probably about 2, 3 weeks ago. It was more so a hard fought battle, but it always is for some reason. Those are like our rivals. They're like our rivals in the conference right now. I remember going into that week, man, we seen them on film, and we always feel like we are the better team because we definitely have more talent. It just more so comes down to being disciplined, and I feel like we were able to focus really when it counted the most, make big plays. I had a TFL on the cloud call. It was a great call by coach. We sent the cloud call. They ran the running back to the flat. Man, I ended up getting them for a loss. But I just feel like resilience is what really helped us.
Yeah, and again, right now you guys are rolling. I am not here to jinx you guys, but I do feel like this is going to be an exciting year. So, I mean, just watch Tarleton State as it all unfolds. I mean, you guys are, destined this year for great things. So, who of some of your teammates do you feel, needs maybe a little more respect, a little more love, like in the scouting community? Who's maybe the guy that just doesn't get the credit that he deserves?
Be honest, there's a lot of them, in my opinion, man. But it's just to start on the defensive side, man. I feel like we got some linebackers. My boy, Bam Smith, AJ Owens, man. Those are real headhunters. You know what I'm saying? Like, be a linebacker, you gotta be real physical. You gotta be fast. So I'm like, and every time I cut on the film, they look like a blur. You know what I mean? We got my other corner on the other side of me, Casillas, man. He making plays left and right. He physical. too as well. And our D line's crazy. We got Jermaine Chisholm, our nose tackle, Josh Griffiths, DN. They wreaking havoc every which way, man. And like you said earlier, we do got one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best quarterbacks in FCS. My boy Victor Cabales, he throw that ball. I love going against him in practice. You know what I'm saying? He make me better. I make him better. You know, iron sharpens iron type mentality, and I love it for us.
I mean, it certainly helps when you have a guy under the helm like him, who's taking care of things, on offense, putting up like 50 points a game, making things, I'm not sure, I'm not saying easy for you, but I mean, making things fun for you on the sideline as you're watching him, really just distribute the ball on offense. So, cool. Barry, want to take a moment now just to kind of step away from some football because a lot of great things happening for you guys, but want to just kind of learn a little bit more about you as we continue our talk. So, anything about you that you want people to know? Any interests, hobbies, special talents, bro? Anything that you want to chit chat about for the next few minutes? Have at it.
Definitely, man. Well, I just want to say first and foremost, man, I wouldn't be here where I am today if it weren't for God. I am a man of God. I do go to church every Wednesday. I go to Bible studies. I go to services on Sundays with a few of my teammates as well too. I think we have built that culture around here too, with around the team, and I think that's helped us as well. I also like to. I got a business. I cut hair on the side too, so I am a part-time barber. But it's hard being a barber and a football player because it do tax your legs a little bit. So I be having to. I can't cut everybody all the time, but I do that on the side. I'm also a gamer, so I like playing the game. I'm a Madden guy, NCAA
All
all
right.
the way.
I mean, I think a lot of guys are, who are college guys. So I mean, it's fair. So, you said you cut hair, but I'm looking at like dreads or something down there. Like
Yeah, yes.
you doing that kind of stuff too, or no?
Yeah, yes, sir. I would say yeah, I cut all types of hair. I don't do the hairstyles more, so I just more so fade up the sides, if you know
All
what I
right, all right.
mean. Like, yeah, just make sure the side, make sure folks got a hairline, things
It's
like
just a
that.
little bit more meticulous to like try to do the braids. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like
yeah,
you
definitely.
gotta have the patience and the eyesight. Like you go blind trying to get that stuff taken care of. So,
Nah, David,
um,
I leave that up to my little sister every
there
time.
you
She my
go. That's
hairstylist.
that's the way to go. Well, Barry, humor me a little bit as I kind of give you a couple questions that have nothing to do with football. It's just here just for a little bit of fun as we kind of have this time to ourselves. So just
Yeah.
humor me, right? Uh, Favorite board game or card game?
My favorite card game definitely had to be Uno. I'm a guru at Uno. I don't remember the last time I lost. Last time I lost to Uno probably was at the family function, probably like I want to say about 4 Thanksgivings ago, because being a college athlete, you don't really go home for Thanksgiving a whole lot. So I was the last time I was there, though, I do remember losing, but that was about it. I got some Uno cards in my house somewhere if I go look for them.
No, well, I mean, once you say something like that, though, like whichever teammate gets an opportunity to see this video, like they're gonna call you out. So I mean, you got to be ready for it.
Oh,
Um,
trust me, they have, and they ain't won yet.
all right, cool. Again, just a couple more fun questions. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
I don't think so at all. I mean, nah, yeah, I don't think so because it's open. You know what I mean? It's an open
All right.
concept thing.
It's a meat taco. It's okay. It's all cool. Favorite TV show or movie?
Right now, my favorite show, I'll probably say I watch Power. I'm big on the Power universe, so I be
Okay.
watching Ghost, Force, things like that. But I really don't. I really haven't watched too much TV in a while since those shows. Their season's over right now. When a new season come out.
No, I got you. I feel you. Sometimes it's just kind of good to have like a show like on the back burner to watch every so often. So, that's why we got Netflix. You know. Um,
Definitely.
cool. Let me see. Is there anything else? Let's shift a little bit more towards the football side of things. Who do you think's playing it at the elite level in the NFL right now at your position?
One of my favorite players that I watch all the time. I like Pat Surtain. I like Pat Surtain right now. I like his game. I like he's like a bump and run corner too. Like, you know what I'm saying? He get hands on, his feet crazy. He really like a technician, to be honest. So I really try and model some of my game after him, to be honest.
Cool. Well, I mean, Bari, obviously, the hope is that you'll be able to play alongside him at some point here in the near future. But I mean, I know this season, a lot of expectations, hopes for this year. I mean, we're wanting a national title before it's all said and done. So, buddy, let's speak it into existence. I mean, there's a lot of great talent around you there at Tarleton State, and hoping for great things this year. But you, as a prospect this season, offer a lot to any NFL team. Of course, some excellent size to you, but a lot of other things as well. Close us with your final thoughts. Talk to some of these scouts about you and what you bring to the table.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I feel like me personally, I'm a smart player. You know what I'm saying? Like I know how to study my opponent. I also know how to understand coverages, things like that. I'm also very, like you said, physical, long. So I do know how to use my length to my advantage as well as my physicality. And like you said, I feel like I can go anywhere on the field, whether that's safety, corner, in the box. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I can help the team any type of way, man.
I mean, who's to say you can't gain 15 pounds and play linebacker? Like certainly have the size to do that, of course. So, I mean, but right now, locking it down at corner this season and expecting some great things. So, Dabari, once again, want to wish you all the best success. All right.
Most definitely, man. I appreciate that. And I appreciate the opportunity for this interview as well.
Sure thing. Once again, I got with me Dabari Hawkins, defensive back out of Tarleton State. A lot of great things happening there. Check him out.